We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Here's Carr to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Melvin Ingram. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Now Carr. They'll try to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First carry for Najee Harris. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
On the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Joe Schobert, number 4 in the NFL in tackles last year, in to make the stop.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
5 yards remain on second down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
On play action, now Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. There's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
From the 44, Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 1st down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Touchdown Raiders! Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he's he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the give, this is Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Gets around him. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Six yards left on 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the Raiders' profile of speed, speed, speed. Didn't have the immediate impact that they had hoped, just 26 catches. Hoping to up his game in 2021. He makes a nice catch there.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. For it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Throw for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He gets it complete to Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Looking deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. The fullback wide. And he is going to have the 1st down here, but hold on. As there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he will find his man Ruggs. The 30, past the 20.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 84 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put... Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Again, it's Roethlisberger.
Claypool with another catch.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Roethlisberger will throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now this throw caught left side. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw here, Roethlisberger.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On second down, Jacobs trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be checked down to Drake.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
McLeod to return it.
Is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. On second down, it's Harris. And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took it.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
From the 25 on second down, Carr. It's complete to Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now a play fake. Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's McLeod on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Ben to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense
offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They go play action now. Roethlisberger rolling to his right. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown, Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Carr going to look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, check. Mike 50.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And now it's second down. Carr going to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, here comes Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Too little, cupcake. Mike, check.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
All day, dog. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself